I've got a couple of brand new watches here on the table, and I'll tell you what guys, these are probably the best bargain of 2022. And the reason I say bargain is because the quality finishing, the fact that they feature a Swiss leader movement, one of the nicest bracelets with amazing articulation, the comfort factor is exceptional. Just the quality and the feel, the bezel, everything is sublime. And when I say bargain, these things come in at under 500 bucks. I don't even know how they're doing it. I honestly don't know how they do it. And look, I get excited when I get a product this good. And for me, you know, I'm feeling something here that's been designed beautifully. I love the design language. If you notice at the back there, you've got on the display case back, you can see that there's guitar strings. This is basically designed against the guitar. You've got a fretboard with your markings where you'd normally, you know, finger that thing. And this is brilliant because I play music, I play guitar myself, and what I'm seeing, these designs are just unique, different, and very fresh. And that makes me excited. But put that aside, they're great quality. They're actually great quality. They haven't just thrown in an NH35, a bit of standard sort of finishing. The case finishing on these is exceptional. It really is. They've even given you drilled lugs, quick release end links. Like I said, one of the best bracelets, really incredible bracelet with the articulation of those links is spectacular. This has been so comfortable on the wrist all week. I haven't wanted to take it off. It's one of those watches. But let's get stuck into their specs. Now you saw the pop-up. This video is sponsored. However, that will not influence my review. They have no input into the review content itself. What I say, how I see these things, how I interpret what I understand from the watches they've given me. It's all my individual review. But having something this good, guys, you can't help but get influenced. It's stunning. It really is. These are great. These have been really great. From the finishing, the fact that they've got a Swiss movement, 300 meters, amazing bezel, amazing crown, incredible bracelet. I can't fault them. I really can't. For the money, for the super early bird price of $489, cannot fault these watches. Exceptional value. What we have is a case diameter of 39.5 millimeters. The case height comes in at 12.5 mil exactly. The lug to lug distance is 45.9 and a lug width of 20 mil. Now that crown is signed and loomed, and it comes in at 6.9 millimeters, which is fantastic. It's really easy to use. And the total weight sized up to my 18 centimeter wrist is 149 grams on this bracelet. And you can see on the bracelet, the watch sits superb. Now I did mention that it's 45.9 millimeters lug to lug, but those end links are male, as you can see, and it does extend that length to 50.7. But even on my wrist, because of the fact that they pretty much taper straight down, it seems to hug the wrist really nicely. I was going to say that the hero is that bracelet, but you know what? There's quite a few heroes of this watch because they've really done it well. They've really done it well. From the design language, from the finishing, the tolerances are exceptional. There's no backplay. The tolerances on this watch are fantastic. The usability, everything is just lovely. But getting onto that bracelet, as you can see, it tapers from 20 mil down to 15.8 millimeters. It features screw pins. You've got I'll take it off. You've got a flip lock, as you can see. There you go. And 6 micro adjustments. And I've basically kept it in the middle all week. I've not needed to adjust it. It's been a supremely comfortable experience. Very, very nice. So you can see I've got scratches. This is a prototype, so I've been using it. I've been taking it everywhere. I really have, guys. Now, you notice the two different colorways. There's actually quite a few different colorways. This particular one is a limited edition, and there's obviously these other ones on their website as well. I don't usually get this excited about a watch, but you know what? There's so much offerings going on here. Even with the packaging. I was astounded when the packaging arrived. I opened up these beautiful boxes, had a look inside, 2-year warranty card, screwdriver, spare leather strap, the bracelet, the watch head itself, cleaning cloth. Impressive. You're thinking, oh, it's all going to affect the bottom line, the price. But you know what? They're still putting this out at $489. Super early bird. That's brilliant. This is not a watch. This is one of those watches you shouldn't miss. I'm telling you. If you really want something decent, really well made, Swiss movement, fantastic tolerances, here they are. They're in my hands. These are a bargain. These are an absolute bargain. But getting back onto these, if we have a look at the sapphire crystal on these, it's a flat sapphire crystal. It features 10 layers of anti-reflective coating and not an issue with washout. Not an issue with legibility. It's been a really great experience. And even that bezel insert, I did say to you, it's a fretboard on a guitar. And you can see it's got your 6 strings and your dots and your spaces. That is a sapphire insert as well, and everything's fully loomed. You've basically got BGW9 Super Luminova, and you know what? I'll show you guys a loom shot before we continue. As you can see, the loom is bright, legible, extremely easy to read, and quite fun. I like what they've done with that bezel and those crowns. Even those crowns are signed and loomed. So you've got a really fun, quirky watch here that's built to a standard, and that's impressive. Now, getting back onto that bezel, we've got a 120 click unidirectional bezel, sapphire insert. This is how bezels should be made. Check this out. It's a positive ratcheting system, 0 backplay. I can't move it, nothing. Fantastic, and it locks in. There you go, spot on, perfect. And both the watches are exactly the same. Positive ratcheting system, no backplay, nothing, and spot on lining up. There you go. So I'm really liking the quality finish. Whoever's manufacturing these watches, they've done a great job. They really have done a great job. Now, we spoke about that crown. It's a 6.9mm oversized crown. Great knurling. Let's unscrew it. It pops out, as you can see. 2 clicks and we've hacked that movement. The Sellita SW200, so it's a Swiss movement. Beautiful. As you can see, it starts up. Single click and we can adjust that date, 10th, 11th and 12th. Lock that in. Now, the winding experience, beautiful resistance from that Sellita. And we can latch that down, first time, 300 meters of water resistance. So overall, what I've got in my hands, I think is a fantastic product. I really do. I can't speak highly enough of what I've got in my hands here, guys. I really can't. It's that nice. It's that well finished. We spend a lot more money on garbage. This is not garbage. This is really good stuff. Really well finished. So if you look at the back of the case again, I'll show you guys. There's a little bit of detail engraving along those guitar strings, and I really like that. It's got like a smoked glass, smoked sapphire, which is lovely. It just seems to tie everything in with that theme. So, but you notice this particular one I've placed on the leather strap. This one I've put on the bracelet. Either way, the watches both come, or all their models will come with a bracelet and with a leather strap accordingly, something that matches. Now, with all watches, there's obviously flaws, there's negatives and positives, and these aren't exempt. And for me, ideally wearing this for about a week, the only negatives or flaws that I could find was, if you look at that flip lock, it seems to be sitting a little bit high, and it's done it on both bracelets. It seems to be just raised. Most times I'm used to just sitting down there. It hasn't, but in saying that, it's not gotten caught anywhere, and it's made the actual release a little bit easier. But it is an observation. I don't know whether they're going to be fixing that. That is one thing that I've sort of noticed all week. The fact that it's got male end links might present a negative to certain people, because that does extend that lug-to-lug distance. It brings it out to 50.7mm. Although it hasn't affected me, because I do drop straight down. Just mentioning it so you guys can know. And probably the last negative of this watch is, you could say that clasp, it would have been nice to have an on-the-fly adjustment. We have got 6 micro adjustments on this. I think we're a little bit spoiled, and a lot of manufacturers are bringing on the fly, which is great. But even at that price, at $489 for the super early birds, I've not had to adjust this all week, which has been fantastic. And I suppose a lot's got to do with this. These links, the articulation has been absolutely superb. Really enjoyed this bracelet. So, but the positives, incredible case finishing, drilled lugs. You've got a wonderful bezel action. The loom is fantastic. The design I love because of the fact that I'm a muso. So I like things that are according to that theme, music, guitar. The crown is brilliant, 6.9mm. And probably the hero, or leave the best to last, is that bracelet again. It really is that nice, guys. So, you know, being a quick release, not that you need to, because you've got obviously your drilled lugs, but even with the straps themselves, they're quick release as well. So a really pleasant offering, guys. Do not miss this watch. I'm telling you, if you want a bargain for something quality, something Swiss movement, really well executed, do not miss this watch. It's stunning. It really is. So as for changes to the production version, there are going to be a couple. Number one, that logo is going to be slightly thinner. It's a little bit thick, so it's going to be slightly thinner, and it's also going to be lume filled on the dark dials. And I think the handset as well is the syringe hands, they're going to be slightly thicker, which I think is a positive because it's going to just add to its legibility and its overall appeal. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me know your thoughts. These are brilliant. They really are. I can't speak highly enough. Thoroughly enjoyed them, both of them. I've put the bracelet on either and tried them. They fit well, they wear well. Loving what I'm seeing. Let me know your thoughts, guys, and we'll see you all in the next video.